The enigma of eternity pulls you into a battle for reality itself, as Doctor Strange and Loki race through a shifting, sentient labyrinth to claim the Eternity Shard, a powerful artifact that can bend time and reshape the universe. But this is no ordinary chase. As illusions twist their minds and ancient forces rise to test their deepest fears, the two rivals must form an unlikely alliance. The Shard promises limitless power, but at a devastating cost. Corruption for any unworthy soul who dares to wield it. Will Strange's unwavering sense of duty prevail? Or will Loki's thirst for control plunge all of reality into chaos? Enter the Eternal Labyrinth to witness a thrilling journey where enemies blur, reality fractures, and the fate of the multiverse teeters on a razor's edge. Whispers of the Eternity Shard have circulated in the forgotten corners of the multiverse for eons, spoken only in legends. The last time it surfaced, it brought empires to their knees and broke the minds of those who sought to control it. But now it has stirred again, and the balance of reality trembles. Doctor Strange sits cross-legged in the Sanctum Sanctorum, eyes closed, deep in meditation. His astral form hovers above the ancient book of the Vishanti, seeking answers to a troubling surge in cosmic energies. Suddenly, a vision consumes him. The Eternity Shard, a crystalline fragment glowing with the power of infinite timelines, shifts through dimensions, hidden within the Eternal Labyrinth. The labyrinth pulses with life, warping the boundaries between time and space. The Shard's reappearance is a warning, a sign of potential catastrophe. Awakening from his vision, Strange consults Wong, who warns that even legends about the Shard are shrouded in mystery. The ancient prophecy suggests that the Shard could either restore balance to reality or unravel it altogether. Strange knows that if the Shard falls into the wrong hands, it could tear the fabric of the multiverse apart. With no time to lose, he prepares for the journey into the Eternal Labyrinth. Meanwhile, Loki, ever scheming and alert to any cosmic tremor, feels the ripple of the Shard's resurgence. In his hidden lair, he smiles at the thought of bending reality to his whims. If he could control the Shard, he could reshape time itself. Perhaps even take the throne of Asgard permanently, no longer at the mercy of his brother Thor or Odin's ancient decrees. He sets out to pursue the Shard, planning to claim it before anyone else can intervene. The Eternal Labyrinth is unlike any other dimension Doctor Strange has encountered. The labyrinth shifts constantly, its walls made of pulsing light, and its corridors loop back on themselves, distorting time. He senses echoes of the past and future brushing against his mind. Creatures of nightmare, beings without form, lurk in the shadows, guarding the path to the Shard. Loki, having entered the labyrinth through one of his magical gateways, weaves through the traps with a smirk. His mastery of illusion grants him an advantage, allowing him to outwit many of the labyrinth's creatures, though he's aware the labyrinth is aware of him. Their paths cross in a vast chamber where reality fractures into multiple versions of themselves. Loki, stepping out of an illusion, confronts Strange. The tension crackles between them as they exchange insults and magical attacks. Strange summons eldritch energy, hurling it at Loki, while Loki counters with shifting mirages, causing Strange to question which version of Loki is real. But the labyrinth grows impatient. It bends the space around them, trapping them in a time loop, forcing them to relive the same battle repeatedly. The conflict drains them, feeding the labyrinth's power. Realizing their fight is futile and that the labyrinth itself is their true enemy, Strange and Loki form an uneasy truce. They agree reluctantly that working together may be their only way out. As they venture deeper, the labyrinth shifts from a physical maze to a psychological one. Strange and Loki are forced to confront their greatest fears and desires. For Doctor Strange, the labyrinth manifests Christine Palmer, the woman he loved and lost. She appears before him, pleading with him to change the past, to rewrite history and save her from her tragic fate. Strange's heart aches at the sight of her, and for a moment, he considers using the shard to undo his mistakes. But he resists, knowing that meddling with time comes at a terrible cost. Loki faces a different trial. The labyrinth conjures Odin, his adoptive father, standing over him with disapproval etched into his face. "You will never be worthy." Odin's voice booms, echoing with judgment. Loki's resentment flares, and he lashes out, vowing to prove his worth through power. Yet deep inside, Loki feels a pang of doubt. What if he never truly belonged? What if his relentless pursuit of power is only a reflection of his own emptiness? As they survive each trial, their understanding of one another deepens. Strange sees the vulnerability behind Loki's arrogance, the pain of a trickster who never felt loved. Loki, in turn, sees the toll that duty and sacrifice have taken on Strange, the burden of being Sorcerer Supreme. Though neither would admit it openly, a grudging respect begins to form between them. At the heart of the labyrinth lies the Eternity Shard, floating in a chamber that warps reality around it. As they approach, the shard speaks, its voice soft yet commanding, echoing in their minds. The shard is sentient, a being of pure cosmic energy, and it reveals its purpose. Only those with true balance in their hearts can wield its power without succumbing to corruption. Both Strange and Loki are tested one final time. The shard taps into their deepest desires, power, love, redemption, and offers them the chance to reshape their lives. Loki is tempted to rewrite his entire history, to become the hero he believes he was destined to be. Strange, too, is tempted to heal the scars of his past and erase his failures. But the shard's power is not a gift. It is a curse to those who wield it with selfish intent. Both must make a choice. Take the shard and face inevitable corruption, or relinquish the power for the greater good. As Loki reaches for the shard, Strange stops him, his voice firm but not unkind. "This power will destroy you, Loki. You know that." Loki's eyes flicker with rage and doubt. He could take the shard and reshape the universe. But for the first time, he hesitates. He knows Strange is right. This power is too dangerous even for him. With a bitter laugh, Loki steps back. "I was never one for following rules," he says, "but this, perhaps even I know when to walk away." Dr. Strange takes the shard, sealing it within a mystical container. The eternal labyrinth begins to collapse, and Strange opens a portal back to their respective worlds. As the labyrinth crumbles around them, Loki gives Strange a sidelong glance. "We'll meet again, Sorcerer. Don't think this changes anything." Strange nods, watching as Loki disappears through his own portal, smirking as always. Back in the Sanctum Sanctorum, Dr. Strange locks the Eternity Shard away in a vault, one that only he can access. He meditates on the nature of power and temptation, knowing that even someone as cunning as Loki made the right choice this time. He wonders what this means for the god of mischief, and whether, one day, Loki might choose a different path entirely. In Asgard, Loki sits in his private chambers, staring into the void, pondering the choices he made. The smirk fades from his lips, replaced by a thoughtful silence. Perhaps the shard did not give him what he wanted, but it may have shown him something far more valuable, a glimpse of the man he could yet become.